Welcome to the deep dive.
Today, we're tackling a really fascinating and often misunderstood topic, understanding the gambler's mind.
Yeah, it really is.
We've pulled together some compelling articles, research, insights that, well, they really pull back the curtain on the big differences between casual play and addiction,
Right.
and the psychological traps, and maybe most importantly, a clear path for breaking free.
Our mission today is basically to boil down the key insights from these sources. We want to help you understand not just what separates, fun gambling from compulsive behavior, but why the brain gets caught up in it, why it responds so differently.
And what steps can actually work for recovery.
Exactly. This deep dive, it's kind of your shortcut to getting properly informed on something pretty complex.
Okay, so let's unpack this first big idea.
Yeah.
There's this profound difference, isn't there, between how, let's say, normal mind sees gambling versus a gambler's mind that's maybe heading towards addiction.
Huge difference.
Yeah.
For the normal mind, it's really just entertainment, right? Any money lost is just, well, the cost of having fun, like buying a movie ticket or something.
Sure, an acceptable expense for the experience.
Yeah, exactly. Their view of risk is, pretty rational. They know the odds aren't great, so when they hit their budget, maybe just lose a bit, they stop. Simple as that.
It's logical, based on a preset limit.
But with the gambler's mind, the whole purpose shifts, doesn't it?
Fundamentally, yeah. It stops being about having a bit of fun. It becomes this often desperate attempt to make money, or maybe even seen as a way to solve financial problems.
Wow. So the risk perception changes too.
Completely. It becomes irrationally optimistic. All focus narrows onto that, that big win that feels like it's just around the corner.
And losing doesn't make them stop.
Quite the opposite. When they lose, there's this incredibly powerful compulsion to keep playing, to chase those losses.
Ah, the chasing losses idea.
Yeah, and decisions aren't logical anymore. They're totally dominated by emotions, by these impulsive urges.
So, okay, if the rational mind sets a budget and walks away, what's actually going on inside the gambler's mind? What makes it so different?
Well, this is where it gets really interesting, neurologically speaking.
Our sources point to some major shifts. It's not operating logically because of actual chemical changes in the brain. And these distorted ways of thinking, they call them cognitive distortions.
Right, that's key.
And first, there's that powerful dopamine rush. But the brain isn't just hooked on winning, is it? It's something else.
That's a crucial point. It's often more addicted to the feeling of hope and anticipation, that thrill of the chase, the almost win. That's what creates the powerful urge to keep going.
So the dopamine hit comes from the possibility as much as the outcome.
Exactly. That anticipation is the hook.
Yeah.
And once that hook is in, the brain starts justifying the behavior through these cognitive distortions.
Okay, break those down a bit. These are like flawed thinking patterns.
Basically, yes. Mental shortcuts that twist reality. They convince the person of things that just aren't true, especially about luck and randomness.
Like the illusion of control, maybe, where someone actually believes their lucky charm or, I don't know, blowing on dice somehow changes a random outcome.
Precisely. Their brain genuinely makes them feel like they have some influence over the uncontrollable.
Wild.
And then you've got the gambler's fallacy. That's the belief that, past random events influence future ones. Like thinking if a roulette wheel landed on red 5 times, it has to be black next.
Even though each spin is totally independent.
Totally independent. It ignores basic probability.
And what about the near-miss effect? I found that one fascinating.
Ah, yes. That's where a close call, like, getting 2 out of 3 symbols on a slot machine isn't seen as a loss.
Feels like encouragement.
Exactly. The brain reads it as, oh, so close, nearly there, which triggers another dopamine hit and reinforces the idea that a win is just moments away.
Which ties right back into chasing losses, I guess.
Yeah.
That irrational belief that gambling more is the only way to get back money you've already lost.
It creates this truly vicious cycle. The money doesn't feel gone. It feels like it's just temporarily misplaced, and the next bet will find it.
Wow. You can see how the brain feels, well, hijacked, as the sources say.
And absolutely hijacked. And when that happens, the fallout, it's huge.
Yeah, the sources detail pretty devastating consequences, crushing financial problems, obviously, debt, even bankruptcy, but also severe psychological and emotional tolls, stress, deep depression, a lot of shame.
Which leads to isolation, right? Lying to loved ones, relationships breaking down.
Yeah, and impacting work, too. Absenteeism, maybe even losing a job. It affects every part of life.
It really does spiral. But thankfully, there is a path out. It's not easy, but it's clear.
Where does it start?
It always starts with acknowledgement and acceptance, recognizing there's a problem, which, given the shame involved, is a massive first step.
Okay, and then?
Then it's really crucial to seek professional help. Counselors, support groups, they provide vital structure and guidance.
Makes sense.
And practically, you absolutely must block all access to gambling. Use software, delete apps, sign up for self-exclusion programs. You have to remove the temptation.
Take away the opportunity.
Precisely. And often, temporarily, surrendering financial control to someone trustworthy is key.
Yeah.
It removes the fuel for the gambling, creates necessary distance.
And for staying on track. Preventing relapse.
That involves things like identifying your triggers. What situations or feelings make you want to gamble? Then finding healthy replacements like hobbies, exercise, anything constructive.
Learning better ways to cope.
Exactly. Learning stress management skills is huge. And critically, staying open and honest with your support network. You can't do it alone.
And finally, the sources mention repairing the damage.
Yes, both financially and relationally. It's a long process, but vital for rebuilding self-esteem and achieving lasting recovery.
So our deep dive today, it really shows that a gambler's mind isn't some kind of character flaw, is it?
Not at all. It's a serious psychological condition. The brain's reward system has genuinely been, well, hijacked.
But the flip side is encouraging.
Very much so. If you look at the bigger picture, it underscores the brain's incredible ability to adapt. It can adapt into addiction, yes, but it can also adapt out of it.
Recovery is possible.
Absolutely. With the right help, with real commitment, the brain can be rewired. A person can definitely reclaim control over their life.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? This understanding of the brain's reward system being hijacked. What does that suggest about other kinds of deeply ingrained habits or patterns we all see in life?
That's a powerful thought to end on. Definitely something to mull over.